All right, I think I'm live. I'm trying to get Ryan in here. This is a complete disaster. I swear last time I used this, it was way easier. I don't know why it's not working. How do I invite somebody? Oh. That's not what I'm trying to do. This is just dumb. Okay.
I'm in the show, it says.
There we go. Okay. I think this is going to work.
Okay.
Hopefully. All right. Are we live on your channel? Can you check?
I'm pulling it up right now. No, it doesn't show anything on my side.
Hey, guys. I'm sorry. This is a disaster. We should have done this a while ago. I don't know why it's not working.
No, here, let me just see real quick on my other screen. Okay, that's off. Okay, here we are at MCACN preview again. No, that's old. Okay, we're live. Okay. I see your side. Let's check my auto archaeology page.
Hey, good evening, guys.
Did I have to okay something or another, or?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I got nothing.
I can ban you from studio. That would be entertaining. Okay, I know I've done this from my channel too.
I mean, I've done stuff on Facebook Live and I've done Instagram Live with two people. I've never done it on YouTube.
All right. Well, we're just gonna have to run with this. This is not how I wanted to do this. We're just gonna run with it. So, because I can't keep on doing this when we're live. So, okay. Well, how's planning for MCACN going?
The planning is going extremely well. We were sold out. Well, Barn Finds itself was sold out in April, which
April.
Yeah, in April. Yeah, it sells out earlier and earlier. Like we had a waiting list 10 or 15 cars deep last year, like for 2024, and we give those people rights for 2025 first. And Barn Finds is the only one that people are like, yeah, sure, it's been in a barn for 30, 40 years. That will leave it alone for one more year. So we had a bunch of people carry over from last year to this year. And of course, I mean, I'm not going to sound snotty or anything like that, but we don't just pick, like, we get a ton of 68 Camaros with inline sixes that have been sitting for 40 years. Like, no, we need to have a little bit higher quality. So the cars that are selected to participate are unique, rare, one of a kind, whatever it is. So even carrying over from last year to this year, we had probably 5 or 6 in the end. And then, yeah, by April, we were full. I mean, we always aim for about 21 cars, and we have a buffer of about 4 or 5, maybe 6, depending on how we do it. And by April, I think we were up to 24, 25. And they're all insane. I mean, I did the maps. I actually plotted them on the map yesterday, and it's absolutely insane. We got the red. You got your Fury. It's out in the river, down the road. It's a boat, so we thought it'd be perfect to put it in the river. Nice. Next to the other two 70 Sport Fury GTs we got coming. Only one of you're the only one in Barn Finds, but we got 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the burnt orange one coming, and we got a white one coming. But those are in class of 70, which is literally the other side of the show from you.
Yep. But well, I know there's people going to the show just to see the red car because, like, I mean, these 6-pack Fury GTs, because the first video I did on that's 190,000 views right now. So like the first video I did very, very well in that car. So.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, being one of the most unique multi-barrel cars ever produced. I mean, like we've had them in MCACN before. We had the blue one. We had a black one, I think.
No, the blue one's the only one. That's the only restored one. So
I know, but we had We had another. Hold on one second. Get away from that.
You had the black GT last year, which is cool.
Yeah,
That was Bill's.
we've had a few just regular 4 barrels. I thought we had 2 6 barrels in the past. I've been doing this for 16 years. It all blurs together after a while.
Yeah, well, as I said, I'm very involved in the Six Pack Fury community. I don't personally own one, but there's 2 running cars right now, six pack cars. So there's the red one that literally got running 2 days ago, and then there's the blue one that Dave Wheeler in Canada owns. So and like I know you said you pinned out the map, and this one's weird because obviously it's been restored here, but it was originally from West Virginia. It had never left that town until it went here 6 months ago, and then the current owner actually lives in Oklahoma. So,
wow, that's amazing.
Rooster, he's a fan of the channel. Did the car ship Thursday? No, it's still here, Rooster. It's actually going to ship tomorrow now, so it's going to be there in time. It's going to be there at Wednesday. I have a Reliable is a very good shipping company, but they're also extremely expensive. So I have a little different way I ship cars there. So I ship them to a friend's house, and then he ships them to the show. I'm sure Ryan probably knows who that is. So it was like half as much to do it that way. So and I just talked to the shipper this morning. They'll be there Wednesday at my friend's, and then we'll get them there. I can't even remember what the moving day. My brother's is Friday. I can't remember what the moving day on the Furies is. Probably Friday too if it's in the barn finds.
What we do normally for barn finds, because they're the most difficult to place, is we try to do them end of day Friday. That we can also use the space for storage and moving other stuff, and we can. It's the last one to get set up because it's the biggest pain in the butt.
Right.
But I'll be happy that this will be the first Sport Fury GT that I've had to work with, because we had a black Ford or 2-door GT 3 or 4 years ago that was there, but it was a 4-barrel car and it didn't run. We had that wrecked 71 Fury 3 that didn't run and was busted in half. So it's nice to have one that we can at least maneuver it enough.
Right.
Well,
I've seen you try to push some of those C bodies before. It's not pretty. So those things are not light.
Oh no. The worst one though, because we have a list. I have a growing list of the worst cars that we've ever had in barn finds for pushing. We had a 4-door. I think it was a 66 Impala 4-door 427. Like
I remember that.
It was like a pursuit car, so I had all the heavy duty stuff, and it didn't run. And that thing is just like you're pushing an anvil. It was just like the worst.
Yeah. Well, mine runs, if that helps. So hopefully that makes it easier to move.
We can at least direct it, as long as one brake works. It's not like we're going 50 miles per hour. We're going less than a mile per hour. So, and you're right up. No, for barn finds, we have the 2 side. We don't have the lower area. We only did that 1 year, but so everything's up in the same area, and we have the 2 walls that are going to be full of cars, and then we have Dennis Collins. He's got a 71 Corvette LS6 car, I believe, coming, and that's going to be in the middle, and you're right behind him, and then there's going to be a Citroen behind you.
A Citroen?
A Citroen, yeah. Some weird some guy told me it's some high performance Citroen, and it's been sitting in a barn for 50 years, and it's a really weird, neat car. So we're like, oh, it's perfect.
I didn't know there was a high performance Citroen. I didn't know that was a thing. So.
Neither did I. I mean, it's some weird Citroen yada SV something Super Veloce or whatever it is. So that's behind you.
Okay.
So you are second to last placement car in the entire show will be your car.
Okay. Nice. Okay. Yeah. So I had a question from Steven Andrews. How many 6-barrel 70 Fury Sport GTs were built? They built, I believe the number is 64. They made 61 in the US, 3 in Canada. I may be off on that. Somebody will correct me, but I believe that's the number. That they're very, very rare. So Scott H, we don't really need to get into that. I don't know if you're watching the comments, Ryan, but he's kind of like the 5150 taking a lot of spots in the thing. I don't think we need to cover that right here, right now. So The 5150 finds some absolutely amazing cars. I'm friends with Troy, so they do bring some really impressive cars there. So
They're not doing 7 spaces. They're doing only 4 in the main area, and they're doing 1. We were putting the Daytona on the outside of the edge, so that way they get
okay,
the corner. But
okay, cool.
not doing 7 spaces.
Yeah, they're doing 4.
Yeah, they're doing 4 along. Like when you walk up, it's going to be the 4 along the wall on the far wall. The first 4 spaces, I think, are theirs, and then the one Daytona around the corner. Because with wing cars, it's always a pain because they're so long. When you're trying to line stuff up, it's always difficult.
Mm-hmm.
So we're trying to
Yes,
keep that out.
yeah, yep. Sorry, people keep walking in and out of here. People are trying to get this Fury finished today. So, Dead Cougar Garage. He said he would love to have a 300 Hearst. Yeah, those are very cool cars. He's also a member of my channel, so I appreciate that. He supports my channel.
Yeah, we had I think we had both convertibles there. We had the prototype 300 Hearst sunroof car.
That's cool.
We had Linda Vaughn actually. Yeah, we had a lot of her stuff in the past.
Nice. Yeah, that was Trev that just walked in here. He actually owns the Hearst convertible, so he's the one who owns that car, the Linda Vaughn car. So very cool.
And someone's asking, are restored cars really barn finds? I mean, yeah, I mean it's been 50 years. If a car was restored 30 years ago and it's been sitting since, yeah, I can absolutely be a barn find.
Yep, totally. Rooster asked if we buff the Fury. We're currently working on cleaning it right now. Buffing it's kind of like it's a multiple stage process. Currently, Trev is clay barring it, and that thing was very covered in dust. So we're taking care of that right now. It's supposed to ship tomorrow morning, so we're gonna be working on that into the night tonight probably. So to get it all finished and ready to go for the show. It's gonna look. It maybe it might be too nice for barn finds, but we'll see. So. But yeah, we can ship tomorrow and it's still going to get there in time.
It's not just barn finds; it's barn finds and hidden gems. So
yes,
that's fine.
There you go. Exactly, it's definitely a hidden gem. We're trying to keep it as original as possible. You know, obviously we had to rebuild the motor, we had to do the drivetrain. Like it was amazing how dirty. I don't know if you ever watched the video on that, but it was amazing how crusty underneath that car was. But they did like a Simonized rust proofing from the factory, and that's the only or from the dealer. That's the only reason that car is still there. Like it would be completely rusted away if they didn't do that. And the interior is perfect on it. The mice get into it pretty bad, but like that car's amazing. You're gonna really like that car when you see it. So it's very cool.
I love Fury. I mean, I'm the one that brought that personally invited the burnt orange Fury that's going to be up in class 70 because I love fuselage C bodies, especially the Sport Furies, the GTs, 300s, you know, that kind of stuff.
Yep, totally. Very, very cool.
It was neat.
Okay, so I asked Jamie what you have to do. You have to have your own StreamYard login to be able to do it on your YouTube channel. So I think you have to like sign up for StreamYard and then you can attach it to your channel when you do that. So I mean I can stay live here for a minute if you want to try to do that.
No, don't worry about it. We'll figure something else out when I can sit down and work it out.
Okay. It's just a little disappointment. There'd be a lot more people on here if apparently I have to pay for StreamYard Premium to be able to do that. So that answers that question. So
okay. Let me try real quick. Because it says sign up for free. StreamYard. Because StreamYard is just a spin-off of OBS. That's why I was
I think it is.
That's why I was hoping it would work.
But if you get an account, then you can add yourself. Because I've done that with I stream with Dead Dodge Garage a lot, so I've done that a few times where you can kind of add yourself, but you have to have a StreamYard login to be able to do that. So
all right, well, I'm going to try to do while we're talking because I have my computer. No, that won't work. Create an account. All right. I'll work on it when we talk.
So is Keith bringing that GTX you just bought? I saw you did a collab video on that.
I thought he had bought the GTX, but no. Actually, the owner of the car, who was the brother of the gentleman who parked it, he actually is. I'm sorry. So Keith is bringing the GTX for the owner. The owner is the brother of the gentleman who parked it. Because, like, if you saw the video, the car had been sitting off the road since the late 70s, early 80s overall. It had been moved into the barn where it was at in 2009. The barn itself is like 25 years old, but I just lost you.
Okay. Oh, I'm trying to do something.
Yeah,
I think I just messed it up.
I have to sign up. Now it says to sign up for Streamlabs, I have to put in a credit card number.
Oh, you shouldn't have to do that. Should be free.
Oh, it says, you let me click the try for free button without putting in a credit card number.
Okay. Yeah, Steven, I know I was trying to do this on the fly, so I misspelled preview. This is not working out like I planned to. I apologize. This is completely my fault. So.
Oh man, at least I mean it's always new technology. I mean, trying to do something is always a pain in the butt. Yeah, because I just tried to go around it and it will not let me. Because it says I can try a free trial, or for 7 days, or try for
StreamYard. It should be free. You shouldn't have to pay for it. Guest destinations. I don't know what that is.
Nope, it won't. It won't even let me. It says my current plan is the free one, but it won't let me do anything.
Weird.
Oh, here it is. Right. Oh, I just clicked out of it, and I think it works now. Okay. And
my dog guy just.
I'm gonna try.
My dog starts freaking out.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
Okay, Ryan's gonna see if he can stream it to his channel. All right. Well, a little update on the Fury. So we got rear bumper on last night, hood on last night. Dude, we put the original hood back on, and oh man, like that thing was so filled with mouse nest. It was just absolutely disgusting. We spent like 30 minutes trying to get all the insulation and mouse poop out of the original hood. It was really disgusting. So I'm on a YouTube live right now, so just FYI.
Oh, you are a wet Uchi.
Yeah, he's pretty wet. Sorry, my mail guy just got here.
You are a wet Uchi.
And he always has to pet Hemi because Hemi's in the office right now. So, oh great, I just got jury duty.
Oh no!
Fantastic. That's awesome. That's good news. Glad I got that when it's live. So yeah, so the plan was to get the Fury finished to ship it on Wednesday, and then obviously that didn't happen. We needed more time. So, but the way I ship stuff is I use a broker out of Georgia. So we basically have to find a guy. So it's not like reliable transportation where it's like, you schedule it, it gets picked up a certain day, gets back. All right, Ryan's back. I use a broker to do that. So basically it's not like a set time, but I talked to the guy, it's getting picked up tomorrow. He's good. It'll be there in time. So, all right. Do you think that worked, Ryan?
I'm not quite sure because I don't know how to connect my YouTube to StreamYard yet. I'm setting that up, I think, right now. Continue. And now we're having trouble connecting to your YouTube. Maybe an issue with YouTube. Try again later.
All right. Well, I'm giving up on this. This isn't worth it. So
it's not worth the hassle.
Oh, you didn't pick up the other day.
Okay, I'll let Laura Lee know. So,
all right. Thank you.
All right.
All
right.
Okay, I'm done. I tried.
Yeah. We probably should try to figure this half hour ago before we started the live. But yeah, it'll be good to see you down there. I'm flying in. I'm taking a red eye out Wednesday. I'll be there on Thursday. Although I don't think I can pick up my media pass. It says I can't pick it up till 1 on Thursday. So I'm hoping I can get in there a little bit earlier. But I was gonna help my friend transport some cars to the show on Thursday. So that's probably what I'll be doing most of the day, but I'll be around. So
gotcha. Yeah, because I mean to be truthful, we don't get the building technically till noon.
Really? Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
There literally is another show up until Wednesday night, and the floor may not even be completely cleaned until they literally go from what we call Zone 1, which is right by the door and all that, and Zone 2 is like the middle. Zone 3 is the other side of what we call the chute, where the tables usually are. So literally they go from one side and they move across the whole thing over time. So that's why it's 1 o'clock, because the office may not even be set up until 1 o'clock.
Okay.
Now, I will say we do the guy, usually they're further ahead and they give us the keys early, but that's only if it's good. Like I said, if stuff has hit the fan or they're late or they don't have enough workers, like I said, we could be sitting there until noon. So that's why
I've never been there. I've never been there on Thursday before, so I didn't know how that worked. That's interesting. That's good insider information. I appreciate that. So,
yeah,
well,
I mean,
I'll probably be. I'm taking a red eye in, so I get in super early. So I'll probably just be like catching up on work at the hotel until I can get over there, basically. So,
yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, only when it was 2021 after COVID, the show right before ours was actually bigger. The show before ours is some world famous like product show. Like if you wanted a can of spaghetti sauce, it's like the people who make the jars and the labels and all that, they come there and show you their new jars and the new label processing. So they're there for 2 weeks before us. And so that's why only one time were we ever able to get in there on Wednesday, and that was 2021, I think. And then before that and after that, it's always Thursday, Friday move in, Saturday, show, Sunday show until move out, and then it's crazy.
yeah. Well, it's a huge logistical issue trying to get. I mean, what 600 cars? Isn't that the number now?
I think at last count, because I looked at the list, I think we're at 637. Because not only do I do barn finds, but I actually help organize I do modeling. So I do the maps for the show. Like where everything goes, it's me and Bob Ashton who know where everything goes. I know those, right. I know where cars are backwards and forwards. And It's crazy.
Well, I know it's like, and I'm sure some people watching would be like, "Well, what's the big deal? Like, you got 2 days to get 600 cars in." Well, the problem is it's all the transporters because everybody's bringing a truck and trailer, so you got to bring truck and trailer in, unload the car because it's November in Chicago. It's not like you want to load a car outside in the rain or the snow if the weather's bad or there's salt on the roads or something. So it's like it's not just getting the cars in; it's like getting a truck and trailer in, waiting for the slow people to unload, and then going back out and getting them back out. Like that's the hard part. That's why it takes so long to get all this stuff in there. So,
indeed, and fortunately enough, most of Zone 1 and Zone 2, those predominantly are reliable carriers. We have the largest, I'm not going to say collection, the largest grouping of reliable trucks for any car show in the country. I think we had 40 reliable trucks or something like that continuously rolling through there. And we tried to do those first. So we want to get those cars in. So that's Thursday at noon when we get the building. Those are the first 20 items, and we stack them like cordwood in there, and we are dropping cars like it's hot. And then once these get done,
and these are semi trucks and trailers. They take up a lot of room. They're not small.
Yeah, but that's why we also do the show from one side to the other. We try to do Zone 1, Zone 2, and Zone 3 is where the trucks are for the most part. We do a little bit in Zone 2 at the beginning, but as things move across, we get less and less space to unload.
Rooster just mentioned Ryan. You should come by and visit sometime. He's up in near Rochester, up in Minnesota, so he's got a bunch of stuff. Down Rooster for a while. So
I'm up at I'm good friends with the junkyard out there, the auto graveyard at Elmer's, and then there's Mega Parts, and my friend Pat's out that way. Oh, I love that part of the country.
I need to get back to Mega Parts. I've been there a couple times, but it's been a while. I need to get back up there sometime. So that's always a fun one. The problem is every time I go out there, it's for a show, and they're usually at the show, so they're not there. So
they've cut back big time on stuff. So if you go there, I think you might more often than not be able to go and chit chat with them.
Yep. Well, I'm good friends with Jamie. I order stuff from him all the time. So, yeah. Oh, by the way, my mail came when you were gone. I just got a jury summons, so that's awesome.
Great. I had a jury summons last year during MCACN, and it was I had to push it off. I'm like,
during MCACN, really?
It was all the time that I'm not going to be available. Like everything else, for the most part, I can move around other than a few things. It was like Thursday of MCACN, and I'm like, so I had to send in all this paperwork saying, no, I'm going to be unavailable at this time. And then I did it like 3 months later. But I'm like, that's my luck, the way it works out.
Well, it's so for me, my wife used to work in that office where you do jury duty. I'll just leave it at that. But it's hard to be impartial when your wife works in the office. So so it's like I'm not a real good candidate for jury duty. So it is what it is.
Yeah. That you saying you don't want that $27 worth of money from them for missing work?
Yeah, I work for myself. Not much gets done when I'm not here. So it's just the bottom line.
Yeah, definitely. I understand that. I had to go because I don't know about you and how close. Like, if where I'm in Cook County, which is Chicago. So there's like
Yep.
7 courthouses. So it's not just like, oh, you just go up the road to. There's one actually. I kid you not 15 minutes from my house, in a very nice area, easy to get to, plenty of parking. But no, the last 2 I've had are downtown Chicago at the Dirksen Federal Courthouse, and there's parking that's not comped parking. It's I think $25 an hour or something like that, and if you get there early enough, it's like $30. It's ridiculous, but yeah,
that sucks. So you literally have to pay for parking for more than they pay you. So you lose money to go to jury duty, basically.
Absolutely. Yeah. Like I said, but only in downtown Chicago. All the other ones, they have parking garages and all that. But yeah, if you go to, and then I wasn't even called as a juror. Literally, I got there, I slept for like 7 hours. They never called my number. I got up, got a sandwich, and left.
Nice. Well, I guess that's good. I mean, there's part of it. I think people should do jury duty. I think they need smart people to be there to make impartial decisions. Because I think a lot of people who end up on jury duties are the ones who aren't smart enough to get out of it. But yeah, fair enough. It is what it is. So, well, that's cool. What other cars are going to be in the barn find section? So I know Morris 5050 has a 4, the Citroen, the GTX. What else is going to be in there?
Let me pull up my paperwork real quick. Here we go.
Scott H says, "Thank you for your dedication, Ryan."
I did see that. Thank you. Appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed the dragons.
Yeah, let's say hi to TBC quick. Hi.
We got as we've been posting, we got a GTO Judge. We got like I said, Dennis Collins is bringing a 71 Corvette, which I'm pretty sure it's an LS6 car. We got one. It's not as cool. It's not as cool as the Shari Cuda from last year. But our friend, who actually is one of the staff members of the show, Roger Schmeling, he's got a 68 satellite convertible that has a really, really interesting day 2 paint job on it. It's not, we haven't posted about it because he just got it like last week, but it's going to be pretty neat. It's going to be right next to my booth in the corner. And then across from me is going to be the Knoll Automotive 69 GTX.
Nice.
We got a lot of Oldsmobiles this year. We got actually, I think 2 W31 cars. We got a few 442s. We got some super stock cars. We got a few Fords. We got a Talladega coming.
Nice.
The stuff. We got a really cool LS6 Chevelle coming. We got a race car I can't talk about. So yeah, we got the AMX. We got a really cool race car, 69 AMX, done in like the red, white, and blue paint scheme, like the actual AMX super stockers, but it's not a super stocker. It's a race car done like a super stocker.
Awesome.
Then we got the Collins car, your car. We got the Citroen. Oh, I'm sorry, it's an SM, whatever 1973 Citroen SM, whatever that is.
Yeah, it's the one with the hydromatic or hydraulic suspension, I guess. It's like the balls. Yeah.
So that's going to be like I said, it's going to be just up in that area where Barn Finds usually is. We've got that completely full. We got the Daytona that's going to be around 5150s, bringing in Daytona, a Hemi Charger. For 1, 2, 3, 4 up on the top, and then the one Daytona around the corner. They're bringing a 71 Challenger RT 6-pack car. Where they're bringing a 70 CUDA. I don't remember. I think the 69 Charger is the 69 Charger 500 they dug out supposedly a few weeks ago.
They're bringing that one? Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Unless they flipped it already. And then like I said, they got the Talladega, the Hemi car. So yeah, we have this is probably the most diverse collection of cars we've had in a long time. Like I said, usually it's bit more heavy on the Mopar. And we definitely do. The Mopar is the most predominant make, but only by, I think, 1, maybe 2 cars. Like, we have a ton of... this is always the way it goes. It goes a lot of Mopar, a ton of Chevys, and like almost no Fords. And that's like, we asked for Fords. Like, we would love to have more Shelbys, more, Boss 302s and all that. And we've had 429 cars and everything between. Just, man, there's so far fewer than the other ones. And that's because Ford didn't ever have a real extremely popular muscle car. I mean, they have the Torinos and the GTs, and I love them personally. I think they're great cars, but they're so fewer than. And then, like I said, Mustangs. I mean, we don't want. They made a ton of inline six, 65 Mustangs, but that's not what we're looking for. So
no, those aren't cool. They just. I mean, Ford just didn't do muscle nearly as well as Mopar. I mean, they had the total racing thing. They had a ton of cool race cars, but like, I mean, they had the Talladega, but then they put the motor in a Mustang. It's like, they wouldn't even put the NASCAR motor in there. So
yeah, that's why. Like I said, we reach out to Ford guys, and we do. We have a few. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, one. We have 4 Fords coming this year. 3 Fords. Yeah, 3 Fords. And like I said, we asked for more, and we always put it out there that we're looking for. Because, I mean, it's completely, other than stuff I source personally, like the Knoll car or the 68 Satellite convertible, those, and there's usually a few more that I personally go and, invite to the show. Like I said, we got 65 Buick GS. We got a Super Bee. We got a Roadrunner. Like I said, we got the Judge. So it's going to be a very nice, well-rounded show this year. Well, I mean, just in general. And then, of course, what's going to be down the main aisle when you walk in the door, right?
Yep.
I think we got 30 Hemi B-body convertibles, real ones, that are going to be there.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. It really is.
And the 68 Hemi Coronet convertible that was in Barn Finds last year, that's going to be in the lobby this year because it's a twofer. It's a Hemi B-body convertible and it's a Barn Find, so it's a win-win both ways around.
Nice. That car was cool.
I'm excited.
Very cool. Oh, somebody just mentioned the Citroen SM had a 6 from the Maserati. Citroen was doing the hydraulic suspensions. Yeah, so it's like it's a Maserati motor in the Citroen, I guess. So that's cool. Okay. Dead Dodge Garage stopped by. Hey, Dead Dodge Garage. I still can't figure out how to stream on his channel, but it's fine. Do you know Jamie? Do you follow him at all, or?
I probably do. No offense, but I see a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
but
I know Dead Dodge Garage. Yeah, his channel's
been
very successful. So yeah,
awesome.
where he's representing his channel right now. So Dead Dodge Garage. So, so what else have you found? I saw the GTX video. What else cool stuff you found lately?
Did you see the video on Monday with the 30 Super Bees?
I didn't actually. I'm not kidding you. I've been like every day, 12 hours a day. I've been working on this car to get this car done. I've done nothing else to work on this car lately. So
it's doing well. Back in September after Mo Party, I ended up having the opportunity to go document a guy's yard in Georgia, and he said he had 30 Super Bees, and I thought he meant not just Super Bees, but Coronets and whatever. No, he had 30 Super Bees and then others. He had another about 20 Roadrunners, and then he also had GTXs and Coronet RTs. He had a few Camaros, but most of it was 68, 69, and 70 Super Bees. No 71s. Everything was 68, 69, 70 Roadrunners, GTXs, Super Bees, Coronet 500s, so on. No Chargers. He got a Charger now. Since I've seen him, he bought 2 more 70 Coronets, a Super Bee and a 440, and a 69 Charger shell. But yeah, he has and it's a personal collection. It's not a junkyard, and the guy's only been collecting these cars for 8 years. It's absolutely incredible.
Wow.
Yeah,
he's buying everyone in the country. That's crazy.
He works and he travels a lot, so he'll check Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist. Oh, here's a 70 Coronet shell sitting in a guy's yard. He has it on Facebook Marketplace for $2,000. Shows up with the trailer with $1,000 and he hauls it away. So absolutely incredible. That was the last really big one I've done. What else did I do? Trying to pull up my archives. I went to Iowa, did the GTX. Ooh, did you see the 65 Fury or the 65 Fury video on YouTube or on Instagram?
No, did you just post that?
I posted like a week or so ago. Get this, my friend pulled out of a garage for $400 an original 65 Plymouth Fury. I think it's a 426 street wedge, 4-speed car, triple black, original.
Wow.
And the engine, mechanically, it's all complete. The engine's there, the transmission's there. It's someone painted it purple at one time and then red, but it's original black car, black interior, and the 426 is in there with the chrome valve covers, the 4-speeds in there. Other than some customized interior stuff, it's got, we think GM bucket seats in it. It's a wicked car. It's like, man, if I had the money, how cool would that be? A 426 4-speed C body in black. I mean, that just seems
really cool. What's he doing with that car? I love those cars.
It's actually for sale. It's for sale. I think he wants 10 grand or best offer. He's a tow guy. He just goes and buys them from the guy. Was legitimately, he was driving by going somewhere, and this car was being rolled out of a garage. He's like, I'm about to scrap it. I'm calling the scrapper to take this car away. If you want it, whatever, give me whatever. And he did, and he took it, and he's got the title and everything. And now it's, like I said, he got it freed up. The wheels freed up. We lifted it up. I'll have a full video on it here probably in 2-3 weeks. But yeah, it's ridiculous. And I'll send you the link to the pictures here in a minute, because when you look at the numbers and all that, it blew my mind. Like literally a 426 wedge 4-speed C body.
That's pretty awesome. Do you know? I don't think you know. I have a 1968 Plymouth Sport Fury 440 4-speed car, blue with white top, console tack, 8-track, manual steering, manual brakes. It had G15 red lines from the factory. Had the A12 tire from the factory, which I didn't even know was available in 68. I saw the fender tag code and it was in Galen's book. I was like, G70 15 red lines and fender skirts, which I hate fender skirts, but it had fender skirts too.
I've never seen that one. Never seen that one.
Yeah, that's cool. It's buried in the back of my garage, so.
That's cool. The closest I ever got was really funny. I was back in college, so 20-something years ago. I was driving to go buy my Ram Charger. I was on the way in Southern Illinois to go pick it up. I was driving my Chevy Lumina, and I was on my way to buy my Ram Charger. And on the side of the road in a farm field, there's this big old C body for sale. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting. So I pull over, 68 Sport Fury convertible 440 4-speed car. And it wasn't complete. The engine was gone, but the VIN, it showed it as a 440, and the 4-speed was still there because it had that weird 4-speed where it was kind of to the side a little bit. And
the inland. Yep.
So I posted it on Moparts because I was thinking my friend Jim Reiner, it's the guy who introduced me to the gentleman who I bought my Ram Charger from. And I go, I posted, I'm like, hey, I was driving to get my truck, and this weird Sport Fury was in this guy's field, and it was for sale, like $3,000 at the time. And guy called me. He's like, hey, can I get that number? And he did. Guy from California called the guy, farmer from Illinois. And it was the funniest thing. This farmer, like, obviously didn't know why this guy was calling, and he tried to explain me and what I do. But he did. He sent the guy $3,000, bought it. I went out there. I helped, air up the tires and get it on the loader, shipped it to California, and last I heard it was being fully restored. But I love. Wow. I mean, come on, C-body 4-speed.
Yeah,
just doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah, I'm a C-body guy, and I have quite a few 4-speed cars, but that one and those cars have Dana 53 rear ends in them too.
Well, that's weird. This 65 that I found has an 8 3/4.
Well, they didn't do that till 67. It was 67, 68
Oh,
only. So,
gotcha.
and they must have had some warranty issues because Chrysler wouldn't like come up with a one-off rent for that many cars unless they were having some serious warranty issues with 8 3/4 and the behind a 426 and a 444 speed.
Must be.
Um,
I know
wow,
when I
that's
posted the video of it like a week or two ago when I first saw it, same thing. Some guys like, oh, that should have the Dana 53, and I'm like, I don't think they had them this early in this
nope.
platform.
Yeah, it was 67, 68 only, but they didn't make very many 444 speed cars those 2 years. They're pretty rare. So, but
Yeah.
wow, that's 65. I'd love to see some pictures of that thing. That thing's really cool. Is it roached or is it fairly nice?
We lifted it up. The outer body definitely has rust, like in the quarters. Rockers
Okay.
seemed okay. It needs front fenders. I mean, it was definitely banged up a bit.
Yeah.
But we lifted it up, and underneath it is really clean. Like we
Okay.
thought the exhaust was falling off and all that. And when we lifted it up because he had a forklift, I mean, I have pictures of underneath. We're like, wow, no, the floors all seemed good. The torsion bars seemed good. Even though, like, I'll send you pictures. Like I said, when we're done, I'll send you the link to the pictures. But
Yeah.
it's a really clean car, other than the quarters, and it needs fenders probably. You could probably fix them, but it's probably cheaper just to get replacements, and it needs quarter panels.
What color was the interior?
Black.
Black. Okay.
Black car, black interior, black, but it has a white stripe right now because the fender tag doesn't give us a lot of information, but maybe basic stuff. But
Yeah,
it's
that's
black car. Currently, it's red with a white stripe between the trim.
okay. Interesting.
That was the last find I found. The weekend before that, I went and documented, as usual, the 69 Daytona that's sitting in my friend's front yard. That was fun.
That's still sitting there, hasn't moved.
It hasn't moved, still sitting there. It's being guarded by a bunch of cats, so that's cute. But yeah, so that was the last few weeks, and then I've been full speed into MCACN production because you might not know, but Bob and Vicky, who run the show, who are the head people, they live in Detroit.
Yep. So I know you do a lot of local logistics and stuff for them. Absolutely.
Yep. So I've been here just handling a lot of stuff. Like I said, we every day Bob and I are knocking out map changes, map do this, map that, allocation this, figure out that. I mean, a lot of the bigger stuff has all been figured out because we've done this so long, but it's absolutely gets a little tense there for a while.
Oh, I bet. Well, Bob has an amazing eye for this stuff too. Like I remember Trev, who has the Hearst convertible, got invited to the Detroit Concours. In fact, that's where I met you. You're at Red Barn that weekend. I saw you there. And it was amazing. He had a muscle car thing there. There was a 71 Fury GT sunroof car that's been at MCACN several times, but like watching him like line up cars and like organizing them, and like he just has an amazing eye for that stuff. It's just crazy. Like he just has a talent for it, like getting cars lined up correctly where they're supposed to go, the bumpers lined up. Like he's just like, and it's like, and I'm watching him work, I'm just like, wow, that's better, yeah, that's better, yeah, that's better. That's better. He's just amazing at that.
Absolutely. I mean, he's been doing this, I mean, other than MCACN itself being, I think 16 years now overall. He worked with Champion Auto Shows, which is like the World of Wheels and all that. He worked with them before. He used to run events for Ford, like I think he did the Ford Harley Davidson, tours with the big semis and all that. And he's been passionate about it for his entire life. His father was an executive at Chrysler, so they had, pre-production cars at the house, and
that's awesome.
PR press cars and all kinds of cool stuff. But yeah, no, I'll have a passion for it. So it's not uncommon for the head crazy person to be crazy with cars.
Yeah, and Bob is very good at his job. Very, very good at his job.
He is.
And if I mean anybody watching who hasn't been in MCACN before, it's absolutely the best show going on in the nation right now. It's like just the quality of cars, the variety of cars. They have a policy where stuff doesn't repeat. Like if you've been there once, you basically can't go back for like 5 years with the same car. There are exceptions. Obviously, Ryan mentioned earlier the Barn Find 68 Hemi convertible B body. That one's coming back, but it's for a good reason. But it's always fresh. It's always new. It's a great opportunity. I'm up in the Northwest, up in Olympia, Washington. Like I'm on the side of the moon up here, and it's really nice to have a reunion with people back there. I get to see Ryan very often, my friend Jim. There's like people come from all over the nation and go in there, and it's a good chance to network and talk to people. And I just have fun when I'm out there trying to do stuff. And then I'm doing YouTube videos now and all that while I'm out there. So I'll have a bunch of videos from the show when I'm out there.
Yeah, I mean my little Instagram and shorts, the reels that I've done from out there have done incredibly well lately, which I'm very pleased by. I know this year, I only did 5 or 6 last year because it had only started really becoming popular. But so yeah, this year I'm going to do my usual, like I'm actually helping with the unveilings. I'm going to be doing YouTube lives, or no, Facebook live unveiling on the MCACN Facebook page. But my page, I will probably do some sort of live because I know how to set it up, at least for myself. And I'll do an overview of all the cars in there. And then also I'll do probably a 30-second video on every car there at some point.
Cool.
But yes,
and for those watching that are a fan of my channel, I'll probably do a live on Saturday evening too from the show. So I did one last year and it did really well. So I'll probably do the same thing.
I mean, yeah, especially with you. I mean, Barn Finds itself, but then with the Mopar crowd, I mean, this is rivaling the Hemi E-Body convertible of 10 years ago. That's why we did it 10 years after the first one.
Yep.
So it's definitely going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, and that's the first MCACN I went to. I heard about that. I'm just like, I got to go to this. That's the first time I'd ever been when they did the Hemi. So they had, how many was it? How many Hemi E-Body convertibles?
27, I think.
Correct. Yeah, and there was like, and what's production, like 35 or 36 or something like that. I mean, like every legit car, there's several cars out there that are rebodied, that are fakes. They were not invited. MCACN's big on that. They don't want fake cars there. But like every known, and it was crazy. You just see it all lined up. It's like, well, that's $1 million. That's $7 million. That's $8 million. Just like, just looking at all the cars there, it was crazy.
It really sucked moving all of them. I mean, you slide in and out, and then you have to take your hat off, and then Hemis are so torquey, and on the polished concrete floor. I mean, when I had to move all 27, it was really difficult, and we had to take one to McDonald's for McFury's for a while. Actually, funny story on Tom Lembeck's gray Hemi Cuda convertible, and Bob's like, here, we're all good friends. So he goes, here, I need you to move this car. And I'm like, okay, which one is it? He goes, it's the 71, the gray 71 Hemi Cuda convertible. And I'm like, okay, whatever. He's like, oh, you got to go da-da-da, because it had too much gas in it. So I'm like, okay. So I take it around the block and move it. But because I'm fat and tall, at the time I was wearing a fedora, like an actual legitimate Indiana Jones fedora. So I'm like 6'4" with the hat on. So I take the car and I throw my hat on the floor because I couldn't fit in it. And I did. I drove it around just for 2 minutes, just to burn off. Because if you don't know, Hemis burn gas very quickly. So
yes.
So we moved it. I just drove it around just for a minute, and then we got it all loaded and yada yada. So I was so excited, and we had so much fun because I moved Hemi Cuda convertibles and Hemi Challenger convertibles, but you're moving them like 5 feet here, 10 feet here, across a room. It's not like a big thing. But a week later, Tom calls me. He goes, "Hey, you drove my car," and I'm like, "Shit." I thought I'm like, oh, poop. Was I not supposed to? I mean, Bob gave me the keys and all this. It's like, I can't believe you drove my car. I'm like, wait, how did you know? He's like, your hat's still in the passenger seat wheel well. I go, oh yeah. And he laughed. He's like, you were freaking out there for a second. Yeah. Because that's all it is. Like when they come to MCACN, you sign stuff, and we're allowed to do a little bit of moving, especially like it was Tom Lembeck. He's a friend of mine. It was not a big deal, but he just he had to poke the bear. He's like, and Bob, he told Bob the same thing about Ryan. How dare you? I didn't drive it. Blah, blah. I'm like, he told me. He goes, oh, okay.
Yeah, Tom Lembeck's a really good dude. He's a collector in Chicago and has some pretty major muscle cars. But like, he was the guy who like always loved Mopars. Bought them in the '90s when they weren't nearly as expensive as they are now, and he has an amazing collection, including a 71 Hemi Cuda convertible. So, but Tom's a really nice guy. I know him pretty well too. So, he's a good dude. Okay, somebody, Michael asked, has anyone ever flown in from out of state and went to the show and then flew back home to home state? Michael, that's what probably 80-90% of the show does. Like, at least the members, that's what I do. I fly in from Seattle. The great part about MCACN, so you have to fly no hair, which is the seventh circle of hell. I'm not going to get into that. I can't stand O'Hare. But the nice part is you fly in the airport, you can literally see the convention center from the airport. Like, it's that close. So you stay at one of like 6 host hotels that like, so like the convention center's here, the hotels like surround the convention center. You stay at one of those 6 hotels and you take a shuttle from the airport to the hotel. You go from the hotel to the show, you go back to your hotel, sleep, and then you take a shuttle back to the airport and fly home. It's like you don't need to rent a car, you don't need to do anything. It's fantastic. It's like it's the perfect setup for this.
You don't even have to go outside in reality, because like I said, most of the hotel shuttles will even drop you if you want to go right to the show. You just ask them, because they're all so close. Like, yeah, we'll drop you off at the show real quick. We have people do that all the time. It's you never have to actually go outside, because the fly-in, the shuttle parking is underneath the awnings, and all the hotels have awnings, and there's the hamster wheel course. So all the hotels are connected. Most of them, not the newer ones. There's like a hamster ball trail that connects them all. So you never have to go outside if you don't want to. It makes the thing super simple, and it's free. I mean, the show's not free, but you fly in, the shuttle's free from the airport to your hotel, and it's free to get to the show.
Yeah, as far as I know, they still have rooms available. I don't know if you've heard anything about that, Ryan. I know most of them are sold out, but I think there's still a couple of rooms at like the A Loft, I think. So
we are updating the website every day, because there is more. There's like 9 hotels now in the area. And I know, I think 7 of them are booked up completely. Maybe 6 of them. It's right in that ballpark. But if you check the MCACN hotel, if you go to the MCACN.com and you check the hotel sub tab, it will have all the information on what's available.
But and these aren't small hotels. Like, that tells you how many people are there. There's also like multiple conventions. There's actually like usually a sports card collector thing on top of the convention center. I mean, this convention center is like as big as like a baseball stadium. It is staggering how big this place is. And the whole upstairs is another convention for sports cards. Like, that's how many people are there doing this. It's crazy.
It is. And then you haven't seen it. There's an entire, because like we said earlier, there's another show directly before ours. The foldover is about 12 hours, and there's an entire number hall called F Hall, which we can't use, because all the detritus from the show that ends right before, legitimately 12 hours before our show, is basically pushed into F Hall, and it's the same size square footage wise as our main show area, and we can't use it because of timing. But yeah. And then there's that entire footprint. So there's our show and like another of our show above us, and then there's a third level too that's got some other stuff.
That's crazy. Isn't that the building they used to drag race in? They used to indoor drag race in that building.
No, that's the Chicago Amphitheater. That's long gone. That was torn in the 80s. Okay. That's where, but that was not that far, about probably 20 minutes away.
Okay, cool.
You could probably do it there. It's long enough.
I know. I mean, it's the shutdown area that's scary. It's like
and all the poles. The poles are a little bit of an issue.
There are a lot of poles in there, isn't there?
There are a lot of poles. The bane of my existence is poles.
So, yeah, you don't want to hit one of those. So,
and it's not about placing them correctly, because because the maps I do aren't 100% accurate. We're close, but it's an approximation because of a long story. And so 1 or 2 times, I mean, it happens that I'll place something and there's a pole. It's supposed to be, let's say, on the aisle, but because of the measurements, it's in the middle of this person's spot. And you're like,
oops.
Yeah.
Well, you always got to adjust on the fly. I mean, it is what it is. So,
I mean, there's nothing.
Yeah. I know Dan Pouch is doing the spring color collection. That'll be cool. The pink and sassafras cars. So he did the tuxedo one last year of all black with white interior cars, which was very cool. That was very popular last year. So
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And yeah, I'm pulling up my map right now. Yeah, we got what else? We got of course we got class of 70, and then we got class of 65. We got the what else? Why is this not moving? We got of course Mika, Apex, yada yada. Oh, but we got fine 409s. We got a Shelby timeline. We got like a 66. I think we have a 66, 67, 68, and 69 Shelby coming.
nice.
We have the Maple Leaf cars, all the cars coming from Canada.
Yeah, that's a evergreen thing. You guys always have that. That's cool.
Yeah, we have a really nice big display of A990 cars coming. That's going to be fun. But one of the big changes though this year is I don't know if you guys ever have come to the show. Obviously, what used to be the show it has a stage, which there's seminars that go on, there's talks that go on, but in the evenings usually there's a band or two doing sets. Well, we moved that out of the ballroom because it being in the corner was always a problem. Even though I had some of the best lighting, like it just wasn't. It didn't feel like part of the show. So now we've moved it. If you know where the Expoteria is, or where the engine display was last year, that's now where the stage is. Just left of that. That's going to be the award stage, the event stage. There's going to be seating there, and it's basically going to be dead center back of the show. So that way, now that's also giving you another seating area for the main part of the show. It's going to give you entertainment that encompasses everything. So it'll be really nice.
So are the seminars going to be up there too?
Yep, they're going to be there as well.
That's cool. Yeah, because it used to be way in the corner. You can never find it. It was behind like the Survivor area where they were doing the judging. That was kind of a weird area for that. So that makes sense.
It is, but the issue was we always wanted to have the best lighting, and the best lighting it's either in Zone 4 where like the A12 cars were a few years ago, or the generation or the high school display. That's actually the best lighting in the entire show. But this works out really well. We got that's over where that used to be. There's a Yenko Stinger display. I think it's the largest gathering of Yenko Stingers in history. I think we got like 18 of them, 20 of them, something like that.
Yeah, well, Trev, who just walked through as a Hearst convertible, also has a Yenko Stinger that he's bringing to the show. He's driving it though because he's insane. So, but he's leaving Monday. He was supposed to not be working today, but he's helping me get the Fury finished today. So he's got to finish that tomorrow, and he's taking off Monday to drive to Chicago. So,
that's all. That's all.
It's only 30 hours driving in the middle of winter. No worries.
It's not middle winter. It's barely fall. I mean, we only had snow last week. My
dog's having a dream, so if you hear noises, he's like barking in his dream behind me right now.
We got a really cool Malaise area this year. One owner has every color of King Cobra Mustang available, and so he's bringing them all. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 cars. He has one of every color King Cobra, and he's bringing it all. It's ridiculous. That's going to be. I mean, I'm not a big King Cobra guy, but that's going to be neat.
I have a hard time getting excited for that. I'll be honest.
I mean, but it's so unique. I mean, the spoilers and the colors and the stripes, blue, red, green, orange, pink. I think. I mean, it's such a neat combination. We got the.
It's funny. There's actually King Cobra in a carport like a mile down from my house that's been sitting there forever. I don't know what's going on with it, but I don't care. So.
Yeah, no, I understand. This one you will appreciate. We're going to have the generations display, which is families who have generations of we have a few families, but it's the grandfather is bringing his 66 Coronet 500. The son is bringing his 69 Daytona, and the grandson's bringing his 68 Dart GTS. And that's just that's what
awesome.
That's really cool. Military appreciation, of course. We got rid of the VIP car corral, and that's all just going to be really cool car displays. Pontiac stuff. Oh, we moved most of the Corvette stuff into Zone 4, which is that back hall that usually had, like, last year it had the high school cars, and the year before that had the A12 cars. So we condensed the Corvette people into one area. So if a meteor falls on them, it takes them all out at one time and makes the world a better place. You didn't hear that from me, though.
No comment.
No,
Corvette people are a special breed.
Oh yeah. I can't say anything. I can't say anything about it on public video. But no, the show this year is so well balanced with everything. It's going to be great. I'm really excited. The PTSD is setting in a little bit. Sleep is becoming a little bit harder, but I mean, barn finds, like I said, that's all, which is great. The maps are being printed as we speak, so we're done. Cool. I mean, we're done. I mean, me and Bob are going to be changing things at the last second, of course, as always. But for the most part, the main structure is all done.
Very cool. Stephen asks, so any plans to Sport Fury after MCACN? Any more work or call it good? No, we got a bunch more work to do on that car. So we basically, I mean, there's stuff we were trying to finish, but like there's a lot of like component restoration. Like, for example, the exhaust didn't come in from Waldron. So like I didn't put the tips on, like, so we kind of had to scab some exhaust together for it because it didn't come in time. So had the wrong master cylinder on it. No, we had a bunch more work to do on that. And that was the plan. The plan was to bring it to the show, and the customer lives in Oklahoma. He was going to take it home from the show, but it's not done. So I need to do wheel bearings. Like, there's still a bunch of stuff we have to do on that. So it's coming back to get a bunch more work done after the show. So
as long as I can move it around, that's all I care about.
Yeah, it'll run. No worries. So, all right. Well, it's been an hour 15. We're planning to go an hour. I got more work to do on this Fury, so I'm probably going to take off. But I appreciate you doing this with me, Ryan. We always get to hang out at the show. I'm looking forward to doing that again. I'll be in the barn find section next to the car most of the weekend, so get to hang out this weekend. I'm looking forward to it because it's next weekend. It's coming up soon.
Yeah, but, I'll be in my hotel starting on Tuesday, so fun.
Okay.
But yeah, no,
I'll be there. I'm taking a red eye in Wednesday night, so I'll be there like early Thursday morning. So
you will see me. I will be running. You know me on my cart. I'll be running around like a madman.
Yep, sounds good. So yeah, appreciate everybody for watching. Really do. As I said, I guess we're gonna sign off. I'm gonna try to do a live, so not tomorrow, but like a week from Saturday. I'll try to do a live at the show. I've got a Fury video coming out tomorrow. I've got a junkyard crawl on Sunday, which will be cool. And then next weekend's gonna be all about MCACN. I'll do a couple of MCACN videos next weekend, try to highlight a couple cars, and should be fun. I'm really looking forward to it. So if anybody watching makes it, find me. I'll probably be in the barn find section most of the weekend. Appreciate everybody for watching. And got anything else, Ryan?
No, I'll see you everyone at MCACN. You can get discount tickets right now on the website. And I'll have t-shirts I'll be selling in the corner because we sold out of my book. So I had to have something to sell, so I'm selling t-shirts.
Really? You sold out of books? Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
No, I wouldn't go that far. We didn't. I thought there was a lot more left, and there's some sort of discrepancy. They either can't find it or they sold out. They won't tell me. So yes, I will have shirts this year with a Daytona.
Okay. Well, Ryan will have shirts. So if you're at the show, the barn find section, he's always in the back of the barn find section. So find Ryan back there. And appreciate everybody for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.
See you soon. Bye.